Hey everyone, so let's talk about Web3. Have you ever dipped your toes in and just thought, wow, this stuff is powerful, but man, is it complicated? Well, you're not alone. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on the one thing that's making all the difference, the thing that's turning this super complex technology into something we can all actually use. And that thing is good old-fashioned user-focused design.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to really dig into the usability problem. Why is Web3 so tricky? Then we'll see how design steps in to build clarity and, most importantly, trust. We'll walk through the actual process for making things simple, look at why that matters for business, and then the fun part. We'll see some of the amazing products that have been totally reimagined because of it.
Okay, first things first. Let's just call it what it is. Web3 is supposed to be this incredible, new, decentralized internet, right? But for most people, trying to get started feels like trying to solve a puzzle box in the dark. You know that feeling, right? You're all excited to try a new app, you open it up, and you have no idea what to do. You click around for a minute, get frustrated, and just delete it. Well, take that feeling and multiply it by 100. That's been the experience for so many people in Web3, and honestly, it's been the biggest hurdle holding it back from going mainstream.
And here's the thing, this complexity isn't a bug, it's a feature. The very things that make Web3 so revolutionary, like having your own wallet, making permanent transactions, and dealing directly with data on the blockchain, these are the exact same things that make it super intimidating for anyone used to the regular old internet, where you can just click forgot password.
So, how do we fix this? How do we build a bridge from confusing to clear? This is where our hero enters the scene. User Experience Design, or UX for short. It's the discipline that's basically translating this powerful tech into a language we can all understand. This definition right here nails it. The goal of Web3 UX is to crush something called cognitive friction. What's that? It's that moment of panic when you're thinking, what's a gas fee? Is my transaction stuck? Am I about to accidentally sign away all my money? Good design gets rid of that anxiety and replaces it with pure confidence. And this really shows you how different the game is. In Web 2, you trust your bank or your favorite social media app. There's a company you can call. But in Web 3, there's often no one to call. So the design of the app itself has to do all the heavy lifting. It has to earn your trust and guide you so you don't make a permanent mistake. The stakes are just so much higher. So how does this actually happen? It's not like designers just wave a magic wand. Nope. There's a proven step-by-step process that puts the user right at the center of everything. Let's walk through it. Everything, and I mean everything, starts here. This is the foundation. Before anyone even thinks about code, it's about asking the right questions. Who is this for? What are their biggest fears about crypto? What are they actually trying to do? Getting this right prevents teams from building something that's technically brilliant, but that nobody can figure out how to use.
Okay, next up, we start building the blueprint. This is where those ideas get a real shape. Information mapping is so critical in Web3. If the path is confusing, a user can make a really expensive mistake. Then you get the visual design, which isn't just about looking pretty. In a world full of scams, a clean, professional look instantly signals that this is a legitimate project you can trust.
And finally, we polish and perfect. The most important step here by far is usability testing. This is where you put the design in front of real people and just watch. You see where they get stuck, where they get confused. And you know what? Finding a huge problem at this stage is a massive win because it means you can fix it before it affects thousands of users out in the wild.
Now, that whole process might sound like a lot of work, and it is, but it's not just about making things easy to use. This kind of thoughtful design has a huge real-world impact on whether a Web3 project actually succeeds or fails. Check this out. In the Web3 world, which is, famous for being incredibly volatile and fast-moving, a 99% client retention rate is just unheard of. It tells you something really important. It shows that when you focus on building something that's truly usable and solves a real problem, you build partnerships that last way beyond the latest hype cycle. It's about stability. And here's where it all connects back to the bottom line. Reduces drop-offs doesn't just mean someone leaves your app. It could mean someone fails to complete a crucial transaction. Stronger user trust means more people feel safe putting their assets into your platform. All of this leads directly to faster growth, more users, and a much better return on your investment. So where are we seeing all this hard work pay off? Let's take a look at the actual areas of Web3 that are being totally transformed by this focus on the user. I mean, it's basically everywhere. We're seeing crypto wallets that feel as simple to use as your favorite payment app. We're seeing DeFi platforms that finally make complex ideas like yield farming actually understandable. The common thread here is that design is the secret weapon that makes the new decentralized way of doing things not just a weird alternative, but the better, more intuitive choice.
And this quote right here just says it all, doesn't it? Good design isn't just for users, it's for investors too. It shows them that you don't just have a cool piece of technology, you have a real product that people will actually want to use. It completely de-risks the whole project and becomes a powerful business tool.
So, as we wrap this up, if there's one thing to take away, it's this. Design is the bridge. It's the bridge between this mind-blowingly complex technology and the billions of people who are going to use it every day. It's what will finally take Web3 from a cool experiment to a global revolution. Which leaves us with a pretty exciting question to think about. If design can make something as complex as decentralized finance simple, what other big, complicated part of our world is it going to tackle next?